Mm. Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, we're going to be doing a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers. What is going on with this? All right. I had asked the Aquarius energy what this reading was going to be about, and what I was told is to pack your bags. Soul is going to take you on an adventure. I don't know to where, with whom, or for how long. So, I swear to God, I'm so injured. It's ridiculous. I feel so helpless. I never realized how important my elbow is. All right. Let me just take the cards down so that I can easily grab these mofos. I caught it like a motherfucking ninja. I also hurt myself further. Wow. I just amazed myself right now. And be honest, I'm impressed. I impressed myself. All right, here goes. Let me just shuffle all these cards one more. Soul goes, hold on, don't shuffle. Card number 12. Every journey starts with a single step. I'm just saying. Let me get you guys your other cards. It's been a crazy ass morning. Not crazy, just like, I don't know. I guess crazy. Who knows? Who knows? All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. Aquarius. Here we go. We're just getting you guys some cards. This is looking very much in alignment with what your higher self, your collective energy is trying to tell me. So this reading is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers. If you are viewing me on Facebook, Facebook sucks. And I cannot see anything. Whenever I go live on Facebook, I literally can't see anything. They've taken away my ability to see myself. So join me. I pinned the link in the comments. I'm live on YouTube right now. If you'd like me to see your comments, you got to go to YouTube. Very simple. A simple, simple, simple. Oh, God. Why do I... Okay. There you go. Hopefully that card means something good when it's reversed. All right. So that, and this. We're just getting you guys a bunch of cards right now. I love how easy it is to shuffle this deck. Almost there, guys. I promise. We are almost there. Can I apply for workman's comp? The shuffling is aggravating my elbow. Damn, I just don't understand. I don't want to get into a whiny, complainy type of mood. Here we go. Let's get started. All right. So card number 12, every journey begins with a single step. Everything that you need is already packed away within you. Okay. Everything you need, you already have at the tip of your hands. Now it's time for you to begin taking those steps forward. And yes, it can be a little bit unnerving because you don't really know where you're going. You don't know what you need to bring with you. You have no details. This is an adventure. That's why it's an adventure, because you're not given all of the details in advance, okay? This is not just a trip. This is not just a vacation. It's a full-on adventure that you're having with yourself and your soul. Now, let me push this back. Let me pull this up. Girls are trying to wave at y'all. They extra friendly today, aren't they? Card number 41, the rainbow. Now, when creation was begun, we all were unified into one light, which is the white light. It contains everything. It encompasses all the different colors. So what ended up happening when we passed through the filter, the prism of creation, we were separated into different colors, colors of being, consciousness, all of that. Now it's time for you to recognize you still have within you all of the colors, the entire spectrum. We exist in a 15-dimensional time-space matrix, and you have within your auric field all 15 levels and layers of this matrix. You have everything you need packed away. Your auric field is basically your suitcase. You have everything that you need already with you. Don't be afraid to take the first steps on that journey. Death card in reverse. Let's see. All right. So stagnation, immobility, inertia, discouragement, failure of plans to manifest, inconclusive or unsatisfactory end. Maybe your hesitation to take those steps necessary is causing a delay. You know, delay doesn't mean it's never going to happen. It just means you have to stop standing in your own way. That's the feeling that I'm being given, is that it's not necessarily that you're not willing. It's that you are becoming very hyper analytic of your spiritual journey. The lack of understanding of why things are occurring, what to anticipate, all of that. Because I do recognize for some Aquarius, y'all are just very hyper analytic and get really caught up in your own mental space. And look, you're so caught up in your mental space, you're starting to rot that mental space. Okay? Don't overthink things. You're being asked to just spread your wings and fly. Your bag is already packed. Stop worrying. All right? Stop. I don't know if this is an Aquarius thing, but I was just told whatever you don't have when you get to where you're going, you could always buy another one. Is that an Aquarius thing? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm told to tell you guys that whatever you don't have when you get there, just buy one. A cheap version of it it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So card number 5, knowledge. You already have the knowledge. It's already within you. Look at her. Does she look like she lacks confidence? No, she doesn't. Neither do you. Aquarius, you know exactly what you are, the gravity of what you are, but you hesitate, not necessarily because of fear, but because you get so caught up all upside down in your mind space that before you realize it, you haven't made any progress because you've been so caught up fixating on one little detail instead of understanding. I mean, just look at the big picture. You know what I mean? You're like nitpicking at all the different fractals of your own internal rainbow that you're failing to see. It's a rainbow. So card number 47, Grand Cross Provoker. Shit. I just got a message from Michael. Don't crucify me. This is from Michael. I just got a message from Michael, and he says, if I must, I will provoke your growth. That sounds like a fucking challenge. That sounds like a threat. You guys don't fuck around with Michael. You know why? He's that friend that can't just play chess and have it be a game. He can't just play a video game with you and have it be a game. It has to be a fucking death match, and he has to win the trophy. Lock the cage. This is a caged match to the death, and I'm going to win the trophy. Y'all, don't. No holds barred with him. When your higher self sicks him on you, that shit doesn't end nice. You end up struggling really, really badly. And I mean, is not worth it. That shit's not worth it. I know, because I've challenged him quite a few times. And that shit don't work out. It never works out in my mind's favor. It always works out in my soul's favor. So, in many ways, he's serving me in my growth. But yeah. And it's not that you're challenging him just because you're rebellious. It's not that you're challenging your soul just because you're rebellious. It's that your soul is fucking impatient. It wants you to release the need to understand fully and masterfully before you can move forward. It wants you to just spread your wings and free fly. And that's scary for a lot of people. I think even more so for an Aquarius, because it's like you have to understand all the components before you invest in that. Excuse me. Apologies to anyone that was using earbuds. You probably can't hear me now. Shit. I'm so sorry. I don't do delicate sneezes. That was a little more high pitched than what I'm used to, though. Whew. All right. So, and here's the thing. Card number 40, Sacred Fool. Michael is salty as fuck today. What is wrong with you, boo? He's really salty right now. Card number 40, Sacred Fool. Okay. I'll just give you exactly what he's saying, the way he's saying it. The hat of the puppeteer is not upon my head. You create your own strings and bind yourself with them. Fuck. I don't know what some of y'all did, but he's just Mr. Cut and Dry right now. The hat of the puppeteer is upon your head. You create your own strings and bind yourself with them. So you're the one pulling the strings of your own life. Right, Melissa? Like, what the fuck? You mad at me? What did I fucking do? I'm just saying. Don't talk that harsh around me. I'm sensitive today. Talking soft whispers and shit. Use kind, gentle, fluffy words. 77% at 9:33. It's just really hurting my feelings. Okay, you're half naked in your truth. You're just half naked in your truth. I think your soul is requiring you to go the full Monty. Go full naked. I know. I think Michael is channeling Aquarius energy right now. It's your own fucking fault. I'm sorry. I can't help but be offended on Aquarius' behalf. What the fuck? Take it easy. Take it fucking easy, okay? Learn how to communicate, Michael. No, card number 22. Iris, communicate. Oh, well, shit. Oh, that's deep. Okay. Card number 22, Iris, communication. Iris is a part of the eye. It's a component of your seeing, your seeing organs. You're for some of you, you're refusing to actually truly see whatever is going on. And I think that's a little bit of an unfair statement, because I do recognize that quite a bit of the Aquarius individuals right now, they want to see, but what they're trying to see is something that's stored on a subconscious level. So it's really not fair to be this fucking harsh, dude. Quiet down. I'm trying to explain the card. Calm the fuck down, bro. So it's like you're crying, but you don't really know what you're crying about. It's like an upspringing of things that are so old, you don't even really know what it is. And what it comes down to is the parts of you that you're not yet seeing because you're fixated on a specific level or layer of being. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand what the cards are trying to say? Sometimes the message is more readily absorbed when you're not being so harsh. Man, you're putting me in a sour ass fucking mood. If you want this reading to continue, I'm gonna need you to just hush your fuss. Move to the back of the bus, bro. Because you're like rattling me. You're rattling me. I don't even know what book to look for right now. I know this doesn't have to do with Aquarius because your food, your food, you're angry. Archangel Michael is hangry. Your mood is really like this is not Aquarius. You're flustered over something else. Don't take it out on us. Okay? You go put yourself in a corner, have some fucking angelic juice, take an angelic nap and calm the fuck down, bro. Card number 51, Mercury retrograde reinvention. Okay. Listen to this shit. He is talking to Aquarius though. Oh, girl. And she said, we can handle it. Okay, well, mishaps are like knives that either serve us or cut us as we grasp them by the blade or by the handle. I think he just invited y'all to a knife fight. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm tapping out. I'm just reading the cards. I put my earmuffs on. I put my earmuffs on. I can't hear him now because the energy is too much. Mercury retrograde is regarded as a time when things tend to go wrong. In actuality, it marks a 3.5-week period where any important action should be postponed. So if right now you're going through something that's really challenging you to think and figure out where the root is, you can actually very clearly see or discern where this is heading. Hold off because this might be this definitely might be something that's being set up to cause you to get upside down in your mind space, overthink, have a misstep, and bind yourself unnecessarily. You don't want to get entangled in something that you are co-creating with a lack of understanding and clarity. Okay, so right now you don't have the clarity that you're needing to take the proper steps, and maybe that's you're recognizing that, and that's why you're getting so caught up in your mind space. But things are. Is this an adventure, or are we getting, spiritual trafficking? What the fuck is this? Okay, I need more clarity because now I'm confused. I'm ridiculously confused. Hold on. I'm confused. I'm not even going to pretend to understand what's going on. Okay, Lady of Wisdom in reverse. A treacherous woman, doubt, mistrust, suspicion, bad health, discord, revenge. Fuck. Okay. Okay. So what you're saying is you're pissed off because Aquarius is about to walk into something that's being very carefully orchestrated, using their own self-doubt process, natural organic process that's been observed for some time to cause them to bind themselves, entangle themselves in a situation that's going to really affect their self-healing journey and their ability to access their knowledge. Okay, got you. So now you're provoking them to get angry enough to burn away the binds that have caused them to not access their knowledge. Couldn't you have just said that instead of getting all pissed off? I mean, I'm just saying. Oh, I don't know what your fucking issue with me is. I'm just doing my job. he just took his behavior to a whole nother level. He said, I would have just said it to you, but obviously you don't pay attention to what you're reading. And you treat me as though a child that needs to be ignored. Well, fuck you then, homie. I'm just saying, it's Mercury retrograde. We can fight if you want. I'm just saying. That's some fucked up shit to say to me. I told you I'm sensitive today. What the fuck's your issue? Okay, card number 29, seeing the true you. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Card, I'm really fucking offended that he said that shit to me. Seeing the true you. Let me get out the book. You want me to read? I will fucking read. There you go. Let's read shit. Oh. Okay, so I opened the book. This is the page that I opened to, and I see a finger pointing. Relax. You know that's a trigger word for me. Tell me to fucking relax. Provoke me and then tell me to relax. Fuck around and find out. Sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is the truth. Yet the accuracy of a reflection depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. If the receiver forms any opinion about what is perceived, then what is reflected back to us will at best be distorted. It's not necessarily through ill will, it is just the mechanics of the situation. Even the moon reflects the sun in varying degrees of fullness and clarity. We can learn something of the nature of sun from the moon, but not as much through direct perception. This oracle has come to you because you've been putting rather too much faith in the reflections others have of you, to the point that you may not be honoring all that you are and all that you're becoming because you believe too little of yourself. Ooh. That's deep. There may be those around you that are able to reflect you more faithfully and help you see more of your own greatness and beauty. Excuse me. Now my third eye is draining. These are the souls blessed with inner stillness. In the clear waters of their ocean of consciousness, you can come to recognize yourself with clearer perception. However, there are those who have not tended to their own ocean and are unable to be still enough to genuinely receive and reflect your light back to you. There's no judgment here. Each takes the path of self-healing that's available and appropriate at any given time. I'm being led to feel as though for some, the one without the stillness, inner stillness and clear water to give you a clear perception of yourself might be you. Okay, for some of you, it might be you. It might be something that you're needing to quiet down within you so that way you can be your own mirror. You can look at yourself and recognize who you are instead of seeing simply a distortion of your truth. And Aquarius, I didn't realize this until now. Michael's saying that you struggle deeply with being greatly and silently affected by the words of others, their perceptions, their vocalized perceptions of who they think and need you to be for them on their journey. And what they need you to be for them on their journey, whether that be a villain or a hero, is not definitive. It doesn't what defines you and your truth. So be very careful of who you approach, who you allow in, whose words you allow to really enter into your core truth. Okay? Okay. So I just want to explain this to you guys. He was definitely agitating me because he needed to provoke me so that I could detach myself from the reading. As Mercury is doing its mercurial thing, I'm becoming more and more sensitive to the energies as I read for people. And he says, we don't have the luxury of me shutting down during this reading like I shut down in Cancer's reading earlier. 69% at 9:44, which as I was reading it became 9:45. So 69% at 9:45, 6999. 6 is the number of receiving. 9 when elevated 3 times. That is the highest level of elevation for divinity. This is a message directly from your God center, your God source, your Godhead, letting you know you are now to sit in stillness. Allow yourself to marinate in your own waters instead of dipping your toes in the stagnation of others. Because sometimes, even if people have stillness, those still waters have become stagnant. So, what are you immersing yourself in? Someone else's toxicity. And for others, what this means is you've allowed your own waters to become stagnant. It's time to drain it. If you're beginning to feel depleted and drained as this Mercury retrograde continues, it's because your waters became stagnant and it's being drained. That old, half-rotten energy is being drained from you so that you can be refilled. Card number 49, soul retrieval. You cannot retrieve your fractals if you're so full of other people's bullshit. This is why it's important to become open to receiving. When you open yourself, you allow what's already contained to first be drained out so that new things can take its place. All right? You're retrieving the parts of yourself that that are tied to this portion of your growth. And here's the thing. If you don't understand what's going on, that's okay. Your inexperience with this level of ascension has been factored in. You are not being left to your own devices. You definitely are not. You're now needing to quiet that over-analytic mind and allow the guidance from your higher self to enter your space. You need to allow it. You need to give it permission. This is not coming from someone else. This is coming from you. And it's very, very important you allow yourself to begin discerning confirmation from an outside source that is confirming an internal message and you seeking messages from something outside of you. There's a huge difference because that's fucking deep. I'm being told, Aquarius, you are at risk. If you are seeking the messages externally instead of allowing it to enter internally and using external blips as confirmation, you are at risk of coming across something really seriously, disgustingly bad influencing your journey. You're at risk of parasitic breach. Don't allow that. Don't allow that, okay? 6 of love. So 6 upside down is 9. To me, this is a message from that God head that you have, that you're connected to. Tap back into that Godhead, okay? Look at this. He's spilling out his cup. It's time for you to spill out your cup. Let the bullshit that's around you, the drama that's going on around you, let that just continue without your participation. Instead, focus on finishing the process of emptying your cup of the things that no longer serve you. This is probably why things are being brought to your path to provoke you. This is probably why your bag is packed and shut, okay? You're not bringing with you on this spiritual adventure any more of that old shit that was toxic to begin with, all right? So 6 of love in reverse. Card number 14, Taurus, I have. Taurus energy is amazing at taking care of the earthly needs. Love, all of that. It's very amazing with that. Make sure you allow yourself to recognize you are being allowed to be taken care of. You are taken care of. All your needs will be provided for. Focus instead on emptying your doubt, emptying your hesitation. Those energies are toxic energies. They are the strings that were used to bind you. Look at her legs, fishnet stockings. You've been caught up in your own net. Wow. Mm-hmm. Ain't that some shit? Wow. I never saw that like that. Thank you, Michael, for that clarity. Where's the other cards? Is that all the cards? I guess those are the cards. Hold on. It feels like there's more of this message needing to come out. What other cards do I need to use? Okay. So I'm going to pull a few more cards for you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. I am not going to fight with you or talk shit. I'm just going to read the cards. I'm just going to read the cards. Yes. 2 + 2 is 7? Yes. Okay. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Gosh. Got upset. Would you rather I be serious and upset? Okay, so then accept my annoying sense of humor. Yes, 2 + 2 is 7. You're right. Okay, here we go. All right. Where's the book that goes with it? You know, where is the book that goes with it? Trying to hide my book. I'm telling y'all, something is trying to keep you guys from having the clarity that you need. That wasn't Michael hiding the book. That wasn't Michael hiding the book. He was the one that was insisting it's there. It's where you left it. Don't stop looking for it. All right. Page of Cups. A studious and intent person, reflective, meditative, loyal, willingness to offer services and efforts. So this shows that he is patiently sitting, contemplating. Outside is cloudy and rainy. You know, there are going to be storms that are sent to try and keep you from your path. When those storms are outside, when they're present, leave them outside. Don't bring them into your sacred temple. Leave those storms outside. Sit quietly within yourself. Sip some tea and really reflect. Use that time to reflect. Don't allow any of your time and mental space to be wasted, because more and more it's becoming very clear there really will be an attempt to derail this progress. This is a very, very important progress. Look at this guy, okay? Yeah, that stuff's going on, but he's still, he's still focused on what he needs to do, which is empty his cup. And that's what you need to really tap into. So card number 14. Ooh, Tai Yu, possession in great measure. Fire in heaven, everything is illuminated. This is about burning the bridges that take you back to toxicity. Let the burning of the bridges illuminate your path. Okay? Seriously. The light of the sun reveals both good and ill on the earth below. The possession of such awareness brings challenges as well as benefits. Take advantage of this clarity to examine the uses of power in yourself and in others. The truly great person does not need bravado to shine. Virtue and kindness burn brightest. Ooh. They're provoking you to burn your bridges by taking advantage of your virtue and kindness. Remember that shit, okay? Remember that. Just remember that. I'm just saying. Just remember that. Now, the next card. This one's a good one. It is a good one. It is. I'm like only partially being sarcastic. I'm just extra dry today. The Tower card. The Tower card. I'm sorry, guys. The Tower. Complete and sudden change, breaking down of old beliefs, abandonment of past relationships, severing of a friendship, changing one's opinion. So you're done. You're done with that shit. You're cutting the ties that have bound you to whatever bullshit it was. And you're just needing to move forward from it, okay? So card number 54, 54, 54. All right. The Marrying Maiden, okay. Thunder over the lake, standards of behavior. A young couple who dwells in the family home is subordinate to the rules and values of their elders. The enforcement of standards of behavior may create a disturbance like thunder stirring the surface of a lake. Such standards are present throughout society. To dwell in harmony with one's fellows, one must ascertain what is acceptable and what is not. Gentleness and tact will serve all parties better than crashing conflicts. But you don't get to control the level of gentleness and tact or lack thereof that other people use. Notice the pattern of rain and thunder. This is going to be a flashbang moment. This is going to come out of nowhere. This is not something you can control or direct. This is just going to happen. And I'm being told to pull an animal card. I will pull that animal card and I will tie it back to this. Hold on. This is getting real deep and intense. Six of Swords. A trip or journey, headstrong attempts to overcome difficulties, expedient manner, success after anxiety. This is going to be a boom, boom, boom type of thing, okay? I'm extra dry. I'm thirsty. I'm a thirsty mofo right now. So this is going to be a really fast type of process. Just flow with it. Don't allow yourself to get too caught up in whatever your thoughts are of this. You can dissect it for as long as you want at the depth that you want after all of this is said and done, okay? So definitely allow yourself to just flow with things first. I have a drink. Why do you have gloves on? What are you doing? Huh?
Extra dry.
Come here, honey. Come here. Can you just show them your hand real quick? No. Please, 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 please. I said please. Humor me. Michael told me off like a fucking asshole. Don't put your face in it. Just your hand. He walks into the room. Show your other hand. What are you doing? Outside or down? No.
Extra dry.
Okay. Okay. So card number 62. 62. All right, here goes. Card number 62. Preponderance of the small. Thunder on the mountain, a call to awareness. Great success comes not only through monumental acts, but also by attending to small matters with the same dedication and attention. Thunder itself cannot change the mountain, but its presence speaks of changes to come nonetheless. Attention paid to seemingly inconsequential things may prove vital to success. Observe right behavior at all times and offer courtesy to all beings, however lowly. Woohoo! Chee-hoo. There is an adventure waiting for you. What's going on has a lot to do with your personal development as well as the development. Y'all! And no one even tell me. They're popping out. Let me just get the book. You talk all that shit, but you can't tell me the boobs are popping out. Can't even hook a girl up. You could have just pulled my shirt your damn self, make sure nothing pops out. No, you're just standing there silently judging. The sound, the fierce flute. Card number 29. Discernment empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your spiritual intentions. Like a fierce sounding flute cutting through all vibrations with purity and intent, your discernment allows you to stay true to your values and spiritual destiny without getting caught up in distraction. If you wish to grow spiritually through joy, love, peace, and abundance, then discerning between higher and lower vibrational choices is helpful. It's definitely going to be helpful. You have the ability to see, much like a freaking agent. You have the ability to enter a space, catalog every single detail of that space just like that, and recall the information you need to get out of that circumstance should things get ugly. So you really have nothing to be afraid of, Aquarius. I know oftentimes it's a very common belief that another zodiac sign is a genius of the zodiac. And God, I hope Alex is not watching, but I disagree. I'm just saying, I really, truly 100% personally believe the genius of the zodiac is Aquarius, but your ass is so sarcastic. People don't realize that. I'm just saying. I'm pulling an animal card because I feel guided to do so. Let me just pull an animal card. Hold on. All right. There you go. Let's go ahead. One more shuffle. There you go. All right, here's the thing. You got the Crow card. You are definitely getting messages from Soul. This is a call to bring back all your pieces, all your light, all the mother freaking parts of you that you sent out very quietly, okay? It's time to retrieve everything that you've given the people who didn't utilize what it was that you were giving them. So it's time. It's definitely time, okay? That's the message given by your higher self. You also got the Peacock. You have to stop being ashamed of who you are. You are who you are, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a very, very fucking beautiful thing. And guess what? People are going to be drawn to you. They're going to watch you. They're going to observe. Some people will be jealous at how beautiful that fan is on your ass. Let them. Peacocks are not ashamed of who they are. They're not ashamed to shake their tail feather. So shake your tail feather. Be a fucking peacock. And another thing. The Wolf card. Aquarius, you have a loyalty like no other. Okay? A lot of things that Aquarius does is often misread, misunderstood by those who are observing and are of limited ability to understand. Now, people often talk about, they're a lioness, they're a lioness, they're a lion. No. Aquarius is not a lion. Aquarius is a wolf. If you look at the behaviors of wolves, they go in pairs. They care about the family. They travel as a pack. Sometimes they have to travel as a lone wolf, but they have the endurance to do it. And when they have a family pack, the female, the alpha female, when the male is threatened, she cowers down in front of him like she's afraid. She's not fucking afraid. She's there ready to protect all his soft spots, the areas that would be attacked by something. You have both wolves inside you. I don't want to go against the stories of First Nation peoples, but there is a meme that goes around talking about, the First Nation peoples believe there are two wolves within you. Which are you going to feed? Feed both fucking wolves and they won't be fighting over food. This is about recognizing the gravity of the power that you are when you equally nurture both the light and the dark. Because you're going to need both at this point. You're really going to need both. No more of that just light and love, fractionated existence. Don't be a sacred fool. Don't use that half-assed teaching to further bind yourself. You need both the wolves. The wolf pack is much stronger when both the alphas are present. Okay, you need both. Allow that divine feminine energy within you to rise up and protect that wounded masculine within all of us. Because let's be honest here. Every single last one of us, I don't give a shit what your physiological, emotional, mental gender is. We each contain within us a fractal of that wounded masculine. Because of the society we exist within, this is the programming that has been inserted into our morphogenetic template. The reason why society functions the way it is because long time ago, when the divine feminine was allowed to be the head of the pack and nurturing, something parasitic went and poisoned the mind of the masculine and said, if you subdue her, you could be in control. And when the feminine was boxed up and limited, the patriarchal masculine had no thing to balance it, to temper its brute force with nurturing, compassion. And now we exist in a very skewed, very crippled society. And so within you, this is how we affect change. When you change something within yourself, it changes the entire environment around you. You are the epicenter of the ripples of change. So if enough of us decide to choose to heal the masculine wounds within us, we then become a tsunami. It's not just ripples. With each person that chooses to do this for themselves, it amplifies the charge. It amplifies the movement. And I think, Aquarius, this is why you're needing to sound the fierce flute. Aquarius doesn't have much fear. If we're really going to look at things, this is what I've observed. You have such a level of intelligence that you don't really have much fear. What goes on is you get so crippled by overanalyzing that you get caught up in your own mind and you don't put into action the very things that your soul is guiding you to know, to understand, so that you can sound that flute. So your soul has given you this flute. Let's call it a trumpet, just to really drive home the message that's being given right now. Soul has given you a trumpet. You are to blow that trumpet, but instead of blowing the trumpet, you've become so fixated on the positioning of your lips and the way you're going to push the air out, because the trumpet won't blow unless you know how to control your mouthpiece, right? And maybe that's a thing. Maybe Aquarius has such an issue with the things that they say, because fuck, the thing you trigger in Aquarius, the shit that comes out of their mouth, good fucking God, that was not a dagger, that was a machete. The fuck you destroying with your words? Because you need to control the mouthpiece, right? And maybe that's why there's such a common practice of shaming Aquarius into the whole mouthpiece thing, to shut you up and get you so focused on the positioning of your lips so that you don't sound the trumpets. What do the angels do when a reset is coming? And if we want to go ahead and put it in terms that are more easily understood by the masses, a reset is an apocalyptic event. Am I saying the world's going to end? No. I'm saying the trumpet is being sound to stop that event. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. So what does that mean? I mean, if you're an Aquarius, I know your gears are churning right now. Holy fucking shit. And it's not out of fear. It's like realizing you're getting all your little tidbits back and you're putting this big picture together and you're realizing, oh shit, I'm not just the basic ass person that's really just here just to fuck around. No, I actually have some purpose now. I actually am starting to realize the direction I'm being encouraged to travel in. So travel it. 50% at 10-10. You're halfway there to the planning and directing of your spiritual journey. 10-10 is a recognition that you need to begin planning, plotting this journey, Okay, and I don't mean plotting as in a bad thing. I mean plotting like on a spiritual map, the direction that you're headed towards. You're halfway there, 50% at 10-10, halfway there. So the other half is taking action. Okay, in a few seconds, somewhere on this world, it will be 50% at 11-11. In a minute from that point, it will be somewhere in this world 12-12. Quick succession. Boom, 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 boom. You're halfway there, you get there. You're halfway there, you get there. It is now 11-11 somewhere in this world. Two regions of this world, it is 11-11. 11-11 in the light, 11-11 in the dark. We are halfway there to fully understanding and grasping the messages of divinity. In a few more seconds, it's going to be 12-12 in two areas of this world, two regions. One in the light, one in the shadows, the darkness. I mean, tell me that is not something ridiculously profound. Just saying. If the numbers speak, they speak, right? So that's her reading. I got told off by Michael. I'm still kind of butthurt. Now that the reading is done, I can let my emotions come back. And I can't believe you talked to me that way. You know, I'm very sensitive about the way people talk to me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You didn't have to yell at me like that. You could have told me in hushed tones. I would have understood anyways. So you guys, thank you for joining me in this space. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live so you can witness Michael's poor treatment of me. He said I'm being overly dramatic. Fuck yes, I am. Bye, guys.